Yes, I'm officially back in America. Today's video's title is going to be Acknowledge but Don't Be Discouraged. There's many people that have obstacles in their lives, but sometimes these obstacles take a toll on them so much that they forget how powerful God is. When you're doing spiritual work, or you're breaking prayers, this is all this is utilizing, or going to God, to intervene in your situation. There's many ways people worship, ways people interact with God. Many people, there's many ways, so it's not for anyone to judge how another person does it. But what I want to say is that you have to acknowledge, but don't be discouraged. Acknowledgement comes from this. Let's just say this. You get around a bunch of people, talking this black talk, the white man this, the white man that, the white man this, the white man that, these people ain't gonna let you get by, these people gonna hold you back, See, that's negative thinking. See, if you allow the opposition, which I say acknowledge, that there is a situation in society that's favorable to whites and not favorable to blacks. And I'm speaking for those that are in America. Since I'm here in America, I might as well talk about what the problem I see. Many people, they get discouraged. They don't even try. Some people say, I'm not going over there. They got a bunch of white folks over there. I'm not even going to go there because these people are going to give me problems. See? How do you know if you don't try? You know what I'm saying? How do you know if you don't step over there? You think about this. Tout sans lui là-dessus. Do you think that everybody was in agreement with him? Everybody, everybody was, saying to Dessalines, whatsoever, that they agree with him, about, whatever. There's likelihood there's people that were naysayers around him that was trying to tell him that he wouldn't win against the French. So, to even take a step forward, these people had a conviction and a power beyond themselves that allowed them to prosper and trod over their enemies. You get into a situation, with a job. Prime example, one time I was working for these, I was in the union, and they told me I couldn't get any work whatsoever, And, they told me, hey, we don't, you don't got a vehicle, so we're not going to put you to work. It doesn't matter, it doesn't matter if, it doesn't matter how, if you sign a book, if you don't got a car, we ain't going to put you to work. What I did, I went to the Spirit. And that's basically started, I was with the Spirit, work with the Spirit, bring my problems to, the Spirit. You know what I'm saying? Working. And at the same token I was doing that, every day I was going down to the union hall and signing the book. Every day, non-stop, with unwavering faith, I knew that I was going to get there, but I didn't know how I was going to get to where I got. I had unwavering faith, and then one day I got a call. They said, hey, Leonard, we need you to go out to work. See, if I allowed the opposition, which I acknowledged, to discourage me, I would have never got anywhere. I would have sat back with the rest of the black folks saying these white people don't want to put me on. These white people ain't going to do this. You know what I'm saying? I did not let the ideas of people around me hinder me from moving forward. Let me give you an example. Another one. Before I went to Haiti, I bought a young lady a dress. And, this young lady, she didn't, she lost a receipt. And I guess they forgot a security tag on the dress. And what happened was I had to return it. But the young lady, she didn't have a receipt. She didn't have a receipt. So with her not having the receipt, I said, I'm going to return it. I called up the store and he said, you got to have the receipt in order to return it. I said to myself, I looked at myself, I said to myself, you know what? I don't have a receipt. you know. And on top of that, I said, you know what? I know that the Spirit is with me. And the way I carry myself and what I carry and what I work with, I know I'm going to get it because I'm not like the next person. You know, so they said, you know, if you don't have the receipt, you know, I called them up. They said, if you don't have a receipt or a bank statement whatsoever, you know, they can't help me whatsoever. So I said, I ain't say nothing. So I went to the store. I put on my my consecrated chain, you know, walked with the Spirit. You know what I'm saying? I put myself nice and clean. And I went to the store and confronted the people. Not in an intimidating way. I was humble as a lamb, but wise as a serpent. I went to into the white people's store, respectfully, and I stated to them, you know, I purchased this, and you know, this is a situation such and such. The white lady looks at me. I'm clean. You know, I look like a man of God, stepping into her place, humble. I didn't speak the gibberish that other black folks speak. I spoke as a black man with intelligence. And the way I conducted myself, the lady, she heard me out. She went over to the counter. And she spent 10 minutes looking for the transaction. Now, mind you, the person who I told I was going to do this person was telling me, don't worry about it. I can take it to the cleaner. I can take it to the cleaner. I said, no! Because I want to show you the power of the Spirit. You can't let opposition get in your way. You have to have a conviction greater than everything around you. So lo and behold, the lady finds a transaction. She sees that this was purchased on such and all she just needed to do was to match it with my number, the credit card. She said 14. She said some number, whatever last 4 digits of the card that I purchased the thing with. She said, yes, I found it. I said, she asked me, do I have this number? I said, yes, I do. I have this card right here. And she exchanged the dress. So the lesson in this to you people is to never allow the gibberish or the naysaying around you allow you to become that type of scenario. You can't let the negative talks of people make you become them, because you will be on the sideline as a naysayer such as them. Acknowledge, but don't be discouraged. Put your trust in God, everyone. So with that said, I conclude this video. Like, share, and subscribe.